What's up, everyone, and welcome to the January season preview. Happy New Year, first off, January 1st, and tomorrow starts the first season of 2024 in Marvel Snap, and that is the Planet Hulk season. So, what I wanted to do today, I wanted to go over all the new cards that are coming out, all the bundles that we should be getting, and some variants. So first off, I just want to thank Marvel Snap Zone and snap.fan. This is where I've gotten all of this information. They've data mined, they've looked at all this. So just before we get into it, everything kind of within this is subject to change. Bundles, prices, amounts, card text, everything is subject to change. But based on the information we have, I want to go through this and give my thoughts and give you an idea of what to expect for this upcoming season. It's a massive season. We're getting so much here in January. It's kind of crazy, but let's get going. So, starting off with our season pass card Scar, the son of Hulk. His ability, well, first off, 6 cost, 11 power. His ability costs 2 less for each of your cards that has 10 power or more. This is an interesting card. It's definitely it plays into big power decks, Lockjaw decks, She-Hulk decks, even getting something out like a Black Knight's Ebony Blade with like a discard. Um, we get out 10 power pretty easily in a lot of cases. You put a Sentry out in an Annihilus deck, this becomes a 4/11. So this seems like it's going to be a very strong card. I don't think this is a meta defining card like a Miss Marvel was or a Loki was, but this is a very good card. It's got good stats. It's a 6/11. Yeah, it's not a Magneto at 6/12, but you are gonna probably be playing this more often than not at 6 cost. Um the downside to this card, the counter, is the fact that it's not the biggest statted card out there. So there's a chance if you can't play it at discounted, it's not gonna win you a match. Kind of thinking about, well, if I get Mobius M Mobius, if someone plays that card on you, you're never getting Scar discounted. Your She-Hulk that you probably have is not getting discounted. That's going to be a huge counter to this card. So Mobius, be on the lookout for Mobius if you plan on playing Scar. I think Scar is going to work really well in Lockjaw decks, cheating out big cost cards early. Going to be really good. Maybe Jane Jaw is coming back. That's definitely where I'm gonna go right away. I'm gonna head to a Lockjaw, Jane Foster, Thor deck. There's some cards coming out later in this season that will even help that deck even more and build upon that. Thor can get to 10 if you get that Mjolnir early to discount. You can cheat out other cards, and there's actually a card that comes out week 1 of the season that's going to help Scar. So let's get to that card and talk about it. But Scar, I like Scar. I think Scar is going to do very good. Um, but I don't, like I said, I don't think it's going to be a meta defining card. Act. I forgot my own slideshow presentation. Here's the season pass awards. So we get 3 variants out of the season pass. You see this really awesome Silver Surfer from World War Hulk. You see Hulk himself, and then obviously Scar. 2 card backs in the season pass as well. The one on the left hand side with the helmet, the Hulk helmet, and cross. That's the one that's also going to be the gold for hitting infinite. And then you get just a plain Hulk background as well. The variants are very cool. I believe the Scar variant in particular, that is actually. I'm just confirming. No, that's still Planet Hulk. It looked a little Pantheon to me, but no, they're all considered Planet Hulk variants. And yeah, it's a good season pass for cosmetics. I like all of the variants. The Hulk one in particular, that's I think one of the really just cool Hulk variants. And as a Planet Hulk comic fan, it's extra awesome. Continuing on, so week 1, so January. This is I guess we'll see tomorrow, or today if you're watching this tomorrow, if really is how the season's gonna go. But according to all the information we have, we're getting a new card right away in week one. Um, this has never happened before. Normally, our spotlight caches that first week we just have three old cards in it. No, we're getting a new card on top of the season pass card, and that card is Kyera, who in the comics is Scar's mom. Hulk is his dad, Kyera is his mom. And this, maybe they're releasing this because they know the kind of decks that are going to be played with Scar are going to be cheating out 6 cost cards that are very big. And what do you do with 6 cost cards that are very big when they're cheated out? You normally Shang-Chi them. Well, Kyera has an ongoing ability. Your 1 and 6 cost cards can't be destroyed. And this is anywhere on the board. This is Death's Domain. This is this card is this is the meta defining card out of the 2 cards we should be getting first day of the season. I think Kyera is gonna have a much bigger impact than Scar does, because now you can't kill blobs. You can't Shang-Chi a blob anymore. You could still Shadow King it, but you can't Shang-Chi it if they have a Kyera out. Zoo decks are going to get a big boost in popularity because you don't have to worry about Killmonger. And if you are a Destroy fan and a Kyera comes out on 3, they have an armor on 2, what are you going to do? You can't kill your Deadpool anymore. You're no longer ramping Deadpool. Your X-23 can't be killed anymore. Your Null can't be Arnim Zola. This card is going to change the way Destroy has to play if it gets played against you. It changes the game plan. So I'm very excited about Kyera. Maybe a slight boost to like a Ultron Patriot deck as well. I don't know how you'd fit that in there because obviously 3 costs where that would come in, but maybe Kyera on 3, Patriot on 4. So maybe, especially if you're doing like a surprise Ultron, you maybe like Invisible Woman 2, Kyera 3, Patriot 4, Mystique 5, behind both of those behind the Invisible Woman, and then Ultron on 6. But how good that is, I don't really know. Maybe. I think this is more big nerf to Destroy and a big help to those lockjaw decks that we're going to get. And to note, also, I believe this is original cost. So like if your card gets Iceman up to 6 costs, this isn't going to all of a sudden protect it. Your She-Hulk gets discounted and you put it out there. This will still protect that She-Hulk. It's the original cost, not what you play it at. So Kyera, I think, is going to be a fantastic card. Probably one of my favorites of the season. I think it's going to really shake things up, especially as a counter to Destroy. Spotlight week for Kyera. So this should be our first round of spotlights. And we got a what if Kyera variant on the left. Very cool. The high evolutionary variant. I am so excited. There's a couple of these coming this season. These comic book Golden Age style variants. They are awesome. I love them. If you don't have high evo, obviously you want a big bad, huge, very dominant card in the meta. So this is a chance to get high evo. And that Nebula variant is awesome too. And Nebula with Kyera, Nebula can no longer get Killmongered because of Kyera. Sunspots can no longer get Killmongered. So this trio, this is a great spotlight week coming out, just out of the gate, hitting hard. Kyera, High Evo, Nebula. I think if you don't have these cards, you want them. And I in particular want that High Evo variant. I want all of the comic variants that are coming out this month. And I'll show them off to you as we go. But yeah, so that's week 1 of the season in the spotlight. Our next card that comes up, week 2, Hercules. The first time another card moves here, each turn, move it to another location. So a move card. We're actually getting a couple move cards this season. It's kind of like a pseudo move season, which is interesting. Um, this card's good. I think this card's going to be fine. Obviously, if you're not a big move player, Hercules won't be for you. But he can buff up a Vulture instantly to 13. Should a Vulture get moved to his location and then moved somewhere else right away. Regular move kind of needs a big buff, so maybe Hercules is what they're looking for. Where I want to instantly play this is in the Silky Smooth, with a Craven and having a Silk jumping around. Put the Craven in one lane, put the Hercules in the other, and the Silk's just kind of bouncing back and forth and jumping all over the place. I think that could be really cool. So, kind of going back to that Silky Smooth deck that was very popular a couple months ago. Some people still play it. I loved it. I thought it was an incredibly fun deck. That's right where I'm going to be locking Hercules in. I will try regular move. I'm a big fan of move decks in general. If you watched the, you know what? I didn't even think about this. Phoenix Force. Phoenix Force multiple man with this. Just you get more multiple mans. Um, it's a possibility. It's a little awkward because you want to be playing Phoenix Force on 4, but hey, it might work. I might try it out there. But if you watched the Snap Nuzlocke series, or if you are watching it, new episode will be coming out soon. I just haven't had the time to record one. We got it auto built us a Phoenix Force deck, and I was a little sad because I was hoping to get a regular move deck. So you know what? Maybe we do a lot of move here when Hercules comes out. Hercules Spotlight Week. You get the Planet Hulk Hercules over there. So kind of sticking with the theme. Werewolf by Night. Makes sense. Werewolf by Night moving around. I wonder if he gets the buff. So he moves into Hercules lane, then jumps elsewhere and gets another buff. I'm not sure. I feel like that would work, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure that is why they're coming out together. Also, once again, Golden Age comic variant. I want it. I need it. And Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck is finally a Spotlight variant. And he has an Infinity Gauntlet. It's great. I love it. Howard the Duck's fine. Howard the Duck's not your greatest card in the world. But yeah, people have been wanting Howard to appear in Spotlight variants. Here's your week. This isn't the strongest week for Spotlights. I definitely think week 1 is a lot better. But if you like Move, you've been waiting for Howard, you're just like me and you just really want these comic variants, then this is another good week for you. Card number 3, Meek. After each turn, if you discarded any cards, gain +1 power for each and move. So Meek moves around. Meek's going to jump around. Kind of, once again, like I said, a pseudo move season. But it's with discard. It's a move discard combo. I'm not sure what to make of Meek. I really don't know how good this will be. Maybe this is just a little piece that discard needs now that they lost America Chavez, an extra 1-drop in the deck. MODOK discards. It's another ramp piece along with Morbius, sorry, not Mobius. We were talking about Mobius earlier. Morbius. It's a second ramp card, so you get Meek out there. You get more. I'm mixing myself up. You get Morbius out there, and you have 2 things that are going to ramp off of your giant MODOK at the end. I guess why he needs to move. I guess you could maybe put a Craven out there for ramping as well, and you get this weird hybrid move discard ramp deck. This is the one I'm probably least excited about this season. I'm not sure how it's going to play, but you know what? We'll see. Things that ramp up in power are typically good. It's a 1-drop. Kairo can protect it. So there's a lot of synergy in this season as well. But yeah, not the biggest fan of Meek, just by looks of it. But he comes in a really interesting spotlight week. I just talked about Phoenix Force potentially being useful with Hercules. I'm unsure about that, but get a cool Pantheon variant. The Pantheon variants are awesome. They came out when around when Eliath came out, they started appearing in the game. I think that art style is awesome. So really cool Phoenix Force, Planet Hulk Meek. as always. The Planet Hulk variants are just continuing. It's cool. Once again, I'm unsure about me. But Annihilus. Annihilus is the big get here in this spotlight. Annihilus is one of the best cards in the game. I'm not a big fan of the Spotlight variant, the steampunk. Steampunk variants are fine, in my opinion. But Annihilus as a card is just so good. If you missed out on your chance to get him the first time around, this is a great chance to get him here. Well, it's your next chance to get him in a Spotlight. The cards around him just aren't the best. Because Phoenix Force, while I love Phoenix Force, it's not the greatest. It's a very one-dimensional card at the moment. There's a chance it becomes better once again, maybe with Hercules even, but for now, it's not the greatest. Grand Master Jeff Goldblum himself is coming to Marvel Snap. I just realized I've also not been reading the power and costs of the cards. I apologize for that. They're on the screen. 2 cost, 0 power card here though. On reveal, move one of your other on reveal cards here to the middle location. Its ability happens again. So you play this card down in a location. An on reveal card from that location will move to the middle location and redo its ability. This sounds like a bounce card to me. Like you want to play this in your bounce decks where you have all these low cost on reveals already. Grandmaster's in there. The thing that worries me about Grandmaster is he's not providing you any power himself. So, and you can't necessarily control which on reveal he moves if you have multiple on reveals there. So I could see this being very powerful. Like I said, I think in move, so Werewolf by Night, who was in a spotlight earlier, with all like the bounce Werewolf by Night deck, I think he'll fit perfectly in that. Beyond that, maybe like a on reveal list where you're trying to get like Wongs and Black Panthers and all of this. If the middle location reveals as a Sanctum Sanctorum, then all of a sudden you can get into that. It has its uses. I think it's going to be a bit more niche than a universally used card. This 2-0 stat line we've seen with Adam Warlock, when something doesn't add power to you naturally, but has a very strong ability, it could just not be used still. Adam Warlock is one of the least played cards in the game. So is Grandmaster going to be an Adam Warlock, or is it going to be a very vital piece to the bounce on reveal meta? I'm unsure. I'm kind of mid on the card. I'm a bit more excited about it than, say, Meek, who I'm less worried or less concerned about. It's probably more around like Hercules for me. Kyera still is kind of my top card out of these so far that I would want. But yeah, overall, I think it could be good, but it's gonna need some testing. Its Spotlight week though is fantastic, and I guess these are 2 cards you would want to play with. So once again, Hit Monkey. Okay, you play once again Bounce with Hit Monkey. Has kind of taken a hit since the Hit Monkey season. Maybe Grandmaster is the piece that we're missing. So Grandmaster and Hit Monkey coming out in the same Spotlight week, it could be logic. And then Loki. If you get your Loki doubled up with a Grandmaster, your collector's going up very huge. That's awesome. These Spotlight variants are really good. This is a good week for if you're a Spotlight variant collector. The Grandmaster one, if you look at the cards, if you look at here, like that's Captain America there on the card. They're really cool. I can't overly tell who else is there, but it's very clearly Captain America as the king. So I think that's awesome. It's just a kind of a menacing Grandmaster, which is awesome. President Loki, cool variant. Loki has some amazing variants already, though, so I don't know how much. And Ryan Gonzalez. You can never go wrong with Ryan Gonzalez variants. Some people obviously aren't the biggest fans of the cartoony. I love them. I love her work. So I do love that Hit Monkey. So great week for variants. I'm not sure about Grandmaster overall, but if you don't have Loki, he is just one of the best cards in the game. And unless he gets nerfed in the patch next week, he will continue to be one of the best cards in the game. So if you don't have him, here's your chance to get him. Hit Monkey, once again, has taken a hit. Maybe it gets a buff before this. We're actually going to be playing a Hit Monkey deck in the Marvel Snap Nuzlocke. That's, we rolled Bishop as our starter, and so Hit Monkey's in the deck. So, I did, this is multiple weeks out, so that, who knows, maybe that deck is still alive and we get to play with this Hit Monkey. But overall, this depends on Grandmaster strength. If you don't have Loki, get Loki here. But overall, good variance. I'm not sure about Grandmaster. I'm questioning Grandmaster. Then the final new card of the month, and the one I am probably most excited for. I know Kyera I think is great, but this one is one I'm actually just most excited for. And it's gonna fit right in with his friends, Jane Foster and Thor, and that is Beta Ray Bill. If you know the Plant Hole comics, you know all of that. Beta Ray Bill's a huge character. He's awesome. He's basically a Thor, without being a Thor. And he has Thor's ability, but different and stronger. On reveal, shuffle Stormbreaker into your deck. So just like Thor shuffles Mjolnir, Beta Ray Bill's gonna shuffle Stormbreaker. Well, Stormbreaker, on reveal, double Beta Ray Bill's power. So I'm just, you get Lockjaw, Janejaw, Thor decks. You have Thor, who 3/4 on reveal, you could get up to 10. Beta Ray Bill, double the power, get up to 10 easily. All of a sudden, all of this is discounting Scar. All of this kind of synergizes and is nice. Beta Ray Bill, it doubles whatever his power is. So you play Beta Ray Bill on top of a Shuri's Lab. He's going to be a 420 all of a sudden. You play him with a Shuri, 420. You played a Forge before it. That's just going to continue to multiply Beta Ray Bill's power. And we've seen with Shuri, when you start multiplying power, it can get very strong. Grandmaster, you play that Stormbreaker in a location with no other on reveals. You play Grandmaster behind that card. All of a sudden, you're getting 2 procs on that Stormbreaker, and once again, it's just multiplying the power. You play an Odin on top of that. Just this card can get to some silly power. It synergizes perfectly with Jane Foster, with all those other cards. I love the theme of it. I love the character. I am extremely excited for Beta Ray Bill. Do I think he's the best card of the season? No, I think that's Kyera. Is he my most anticipated, one I'm most excited about? Absolutely. And he's got a really cool spotlight week. We're back to the Golden Age variants with that Galactus. I love that Galactus. I've been playing Galactus a lot again recently. It's a very fun deck. I know a lot of people don't like the card, but it's fun. It's a fun deck. With Selene. Selene has made it very good. I got an Infinity Border with it this season. Loving Galactus. I need that variant. That Beta Ray Bill variant is so good. Just an incredible card. So that's Del Mundo as the artist there. And that Elsa Bloodstone is awesome as well. Elsa's obviously taken a hit since her season, getting the nerf from working across all lanes to working just in the lane you have her. But you know what? Elsa Bloodstone, Silky Smooth, and all this other stuff. There's a lot of synergy here. So love this spotlight week. Super excited for Beta Ray Bill. I need that Galactus variant. And yeah, overall, I still think Kyera is going to be the best card. Beta Ray Bill, I'm excited about. Grandmaster, I'm unsure. I think can be good. We just thought of the combo with Beta Ray Bill and Stormbreaker and Mjolnir and all this other stuff where you can activate it. The 2-0 stat line worries me because I think Adam Warlock. When I see that stat line, I'm thinking Adam Warlock. And once again, he's just not played. Meek is the one I'm least excited about, and Hercules, because I'm a fan of Move, I'm excited about, but probably a lot of people are going to be a little off on Move. So yeah, so those are the new cards of the season. Those are the spotlight variants. I'm now going to go into the bundles. What are the expected bundles? So I'm not going into the Token Tuesdays and the stuff to buy the premium mystery variants. Those are all still going to be there. And once again, thanks to Marvel Snap Zone, I got all the information from them. They're data mining, so I just want to give credit to the work. And I'm just providing the information here. But we're going to start off with a Dazzler bundle. This bundle is going to start today, actually. By the time this video is up, this bundle is out. You get this casual Dazzler variant for $9.99. This will be going all month, January 1st through February 16th. You also get an avatar, 400 credits, 1,000 gold, and 155 Dazzler boosters. It's a good variant. It's a very solid variant. You're getting just value on your gold. If you paid $9.99 just for gold, that's only 700 gold. So you're getting 1,000. You're getting plus 300 gold, a variant, some credits. Very solid bundle overall. Definitely, you're getting value on your money just off the fact of the gold. Dazzler's obviously not the greatest card in the world. I like the variant. I will probably be getting this bundle. The big bundle of the month, the $99.99. Once again, I guess I'll mention it here with this one. All of this is subject to change. All of this has been data mined until these are officially in the game, until they are there. Prices, quantities, numbers, all of it can change. I'm just, once again, taking the information that we have available to us. But Shuri is coming in a bundle. $100. This will be running from January 3rd through January 9th. And the big boon here is the collector's tokens. The variant is good. I like the variant overall, but 8,000 collector's tokens is huge. You do get 2,000 gold, which that's like about the $25 of that. You're getting gold. You're getting 1,000 credits, but this is the collector's token bundle. So if you're short on tokens, you have $100 to spend. I'll probably be passing on this bundle personally, even though I know it's good value for the tokens. I got some Shuri variants I like. There's some coming later. Yeah, so I'll probably be passing on this one, but it is good value just because of those 8,000 tokens. Plus 465 Shuri boosters. That's a lot of boosters. What would Shuri be if she didn't have Sauron? So the day after Shuri comes out, Sauron comes in a bundle. He's one of the gold bundles, so 2,000 gold to buy. You get this awesome Kim Jacinto Sauron variant. You get an avatar, you get 2,800 credits, and you get 155 Sauron boosters, so enough to do one Infinity split. You're really just getting the variant here. It's not you're not getting a bunch of gold. To note, the credits, 2,800 credits, you have to pay 1,200 gold for 1,500 credits. So just off of credit value, you're basically paying the amount of gold for a little more credits than you would if you were just to spend that 2,000 gold on credits. So there is value there, plus you get a cool variant. I like it. If I have 2,000 gold when this comes out, I'll probably get it. Because I'm planning on getting the Dazzler bundle, I'll probably use the gold from that to get the Sauron. Because I like the Sauron, it's a very cool variant. But overall, obviously, you're not getting a ton out of this, so probably one a lot of people will pass on. This bundle, if this one comes out as it says, is fantastic. First off, this is an artist spotlight Kai. If you haven't seen the Kai variants, he's come into Marvel Snap recently. He has some really cool art. I love his art. I love some of this realistic art, and we have an artist coming. If the information I pulled from is correct, we have a new artist coming at the end of the month, which is kind of goes in this more realistic style. But this Doom and Odin are fantastic. So this will be $29.99, so $30 from January 10th to 15th. You also get the avatars for both of these. 2 gold conquest tickets, yeah, that's fine. Them throwing conquest tickets in there. 4,000 gold and 155 boosters each. So you're buying, in my opinion, this bundle for 2 awesome variants and 4,000 gold. To note, and this is why I said this is a ridiculous bundle, normally 38.50 gold is $50. So if this comes out as it says at $30, you're basically getting a $20 discount on the 4,000 gold bundle, and you're getting 2 variants out of it. So it's just a good value for the gold by itself, and you get awesome variants. So I think this is a great value. I worry that the price point will change because of that and looking at that. But who knows? If this comes out like this is a fantastic bundle. Coming out a day later is an Ink Pulp artist spotlight. So Ink Pulp recently came into the game. That was the, if you got the Iron Lad spotlight variant from this last week, that was Ink Pulp. So new kind of different art style we haven't had before. This is a gold bundle, so 4,200 gold. You get the avatars for both of these, 3,000 collector's tokens, and 155 boosters. This is really you're buying gold for collector's tokens. The variants are okay. Invisible Woman has some fantastic variants, some of the best variants in the game, so it's kind of hard to compete with that. The Mojo's cool. I like the Mojo variant. But I think you really have to like this art style to want to spend 4,200 gold. If you comboed these 2 bundles together, you technically can. You're 200 gold short. So if you paid the $30 for the Kai bundle, a day later, if you had 200 extra gold, you can then buy this bundle. So basically you can get $30. You can get the 4 variants, 3,000 collector's tokens. If you want, I'll probably pass on this bundle unless I'm really needing some tokens. But yeah, I like the Mojo. The Mojo's really cool. Once again, Invisible Woman's cool too. I add the Ultimate Peach Momoko. You have Archer. She has so many good variants. It's hard to compete with Invisible Woman, and she's only in a couple decks, which is tough too. Hela is getting a bundle. This one's interesting to me. It's $50. You're paying for the variant and 8,000 credits and 310 Hela boosters. To note, the credits itself is a pretty big value. So if you like the variant, this is actually good value. 8,000 credits, once again, 1,500 credits is 1,200 gold. So 3,000 credits, that's 2,400 gold. 6,000 credits, 4,800. That's already a $50 bundle right there with saving money. So you're getting a ton of credits out of this. Credits obviously lead to spotlight keys. That's the real value of this bundle. The variant's cool. Variant is pretty cool. I'm actually gonna check something really quick. Is this okay? So this is Kui Mong. Is the artist. I was thinking if this was Pand Art, which is the artist that is coming up later. It kind of looks like that style. But yeah, so if you need credits, if you want to kind of boost on your spotlight keys, this is a great bundle for you. And if you like the Hela variant. Coming up next, we got another big gold. So this is kind of the $100 version of the bundle, but the gold version of it is Khazar with a Pantheon variant. This will be January 19th through the 25th. You get Avatar, 6,000 collector's tokens, 2,000 credits, an Infinity Conquest ticket, boosters, and a title. So this is basically the equivalent of the Shuri bundle, once again, but the gold version instead of the cash version. So if you're a free-to-play player and you've been saving up gold, this is kind of your big bundle, your chance to get a ton of tokens. You do get more credits than the Shuri bundle did, but you get less tokens. You do get that Infinity Conquest ticket, which technically has some monetary value, but yeah, you get a title. The title is keeping it ongoing because he's an ongoing card. Yeah, it's cool. Zoo, once again, Zoo's going to get a buff here with Kyera, so Khazar might be getting kind of more popular, so maybe you want a cool variant. Here it is. Khazar has some cool variants already, so I'm not sure if I'll be jumping on this, but you do get the 6,000 collector's tokens. which is obviously nice. And then I believe we have two more bundles. There's a lot of bundles this month. Two more bundles coming out. So first here is Nightcrawler, Demonized Nightcrawler. Just right off the bat, awesome variant. It's one of the coolest variants of the month. Creepy. It's a creepy variant. So this will be coming towards the end of the month, January 25th through the 31st. You get Avatar, 2,000 gold, 155 Nightcrawler boosters. Once again, $20 normally gets you 1450 gold, so you're getting more gold and a cool variant out of this. So very good value there. These are the kind of bundles I like personally, where you get a cool variant and bonus gold for your money. This is basically how I normally buy my gold. Unless it was, when they did the double up, I did buy the double up, but this is kind of how I try and buy my gold, is through these bundles. Because you're normally getting more value for your money in these. So really like that. And then we have one final big bundle of the month, $74.99 Fantasy Juggernaut. So this is interesting because a lot of the fantasy variants they've been putting as ultimates. We have Red Skull, Typhoid Mary, Angela, I believe are all ultimate variants as the fantasy line. So Juggernaut coming here as a bundle, you're basically getting a ultimate level variant, kind of, if that line is to be continued. You're getting 6,000 collector's tokens, 1,500 credits, and 310 Juggernaut boosters, plus the avatar. Variant's cool. Juggernaut, obviously. Hey, move decks. Move decks are getting some cards. Could be good. This is another kind of your buying collector's tokens. I do like this one more than, say, like the Khazar, where you had to pay, you got 6,000 collector's tokens if you didn't have the 7,500 gold already. Obviously, this is not good for free-to-play players, but overall, I do like this variant. I am going to get rid of my webcam here because we are going to be looking at upcoming variants. Once again, this is all information that has been data mined. Some of these variants might not come out, but once again, in this case, I'm in particular going to thank snap.fan. They are the ones I pulled this out. They actually, if you go to their website, they have a schedule of even like the days these variants come out. I'm just going to show them on screen and kind of point out ones I really like. I also made them bigger in the image. You'll be able to tell. But I do want to talk about Pandart, who, if I'm going off of snap.fan, seems to be coming at the very end of the month. They basically are just, seems like, entering Marvel Snap as an artist. Oh, there's actually two cards I didn't put on here. There's a nullified Shang-Chi and Dan Hip Multiple Man on January 31st that I just didn't include in the image. Well, go check out snap.fan to see those two. But here are some of the variants coming this month. The Patriot, the Pantheon Patriot. I need that. I love Patriot decks. That's an awesome variant. Pantheon Nova over there as well. Really cool. Another great She-Hulk variant. She-Hulk has so many good variants. Max Granke, Captain America, and Thor. Fiona Hesh, Lockjaw. Got some more Dan Hips down there. Really cool Miles Morales. Pixel Leech. If you really want someone to hate you when you play Leech, this is the variant for you. Yeah. But yeah, let's talk about Pandart. When I looked at the variants, because I wanted to see what was coming up, once again, all of these just kind of appeared as saying they're coming at the end of January. And I really like this art style. So I wanted to show these off and have them have their own. So it's another kind of very realistic art style, but with some style still. That onslaught is fantastic. Green Goblin, I think that's my personal favorite Green Goblin variant in the game. Invisible Woman, another great variant. Shuri in a White Panther suit is what it looks like. Shang-Chi and the rings and how those look. It's just so cool. And then we have another page of them. We're getting so many of these variants. That death, I actually used that death in one of my thumbnails for the Marvel Snap Nuzlocke series. And hey, it's coming to the game now. It's a great death. That zero, one of the coolest zeros we have. A great sunspot. Storm has so many good variants. That Taskmaster's awesome. One of Deathlock's best variants. I'm really excited for Pandart. I think this is going to be awesome. And yeah, bring the webcam back here for the finale to kind of wrap up. Yeah, that is the January season. It's gonna be an exciting season. Again, the cards that are coming out are really cool. We got some good bundles coming up, and these variants are gonna be awesome. So best of luck in your January seasons. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel. More Marvel Snap Nuzlocke coming out. I'm going to work on some other Marvel Snap content as well, trying to grow the channel, trying to get it bigger, trying to kind of progress around. I'll be doing some Marvel Snap streams as well. So be sure to check out Twitch also. But hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.